Moose, how are you?
Very well.
Could you just sit down, please? Thank you.
Right, so we do broadcast first as usual, starting with Aidan.
Hello, afternoon.
Hi, can we start with some injury news, please?
Yeah, Quentin is back in the squad, so he should be in the squad. He will be in the squad. Then we have Mikey Antonio, who went off in a Spurs game, and it wasn't that bad, you know, and there was always a chance that he might be available for a game against Swansea, and so it was like that, or it is like that, and he trained with us today, so he will also be in a squad for Saturday's game, and there's only basically Pedro Obiang who still feels that since the West Brom game, and the rest is okay.
What are your thoughts on the FA charge yesterday? Do you think there's a lack of understanding from certain governing bodies that sometimes at the end of a game, tempers do sometimes flare up, particularly in a derby game?
Yeah, I mean, it is a derby game, and it is a special, you know, the players are in like a trance, you know, and all that, and in one hand, what is very important is that it wasn't anything nasty or deliberate, you know, that someone went there with the cause to do something like bad or whatever to hurt the opponent. So it wasn't. So it was all part of the game. But on the other hand, the FA has to draw the line and not have too many of the grey zone when it comes to that. And as you said, you can understand the players because it is the end of the game. It's a derby game, and it's as I said, you are in a special state of mind. But I don't see too much of that in the Premier League. So the FA is also doing a good job in that. You have it every few games in those kind of derby games, you know. But it's nothing really nasty about that, and it wasn't nasty on Saturday.
Will the club contest it? Will the club contest the charge?
No, I don't think so. No. I think we spoke about it, and we will accept the charge, you know, because you can't deny that it was a bit of pushing, you know. So we will just accept the charge.
What's your explanation for why you're conceding so many goals? As a centre-back yourself, you can't be impressed with what's been happening in recent weeks.
Look, we stabilized a bit in a few games since the Newcastle game, or since three first game when we conceded 10 goals, and then after that in 3 games basically we didn't concede a goal. If you talk about Huddersfield, if you talk about West Brom and a cup game against Bolton, and now we conceded 3. Despite the thing that we conceded 3, I think we stabilized that. We made, of course, you can explain every goal that you concede, and it's not that we have to give them a credit, because we also, for first couple of goals especially, it was our mistakes or a chain of mistakes that led to their goals, and we analyzed them and we worked on those kind of situations today. But if you do them, well, I think that we stabilized as a team is if you do them against a team of that quality, like against Spurs, who have those kind of players like Ali or Kane, who are punishing you, not only us, but basically most of the teams that they are playing against them. It is very. They are very clinical, and it is you are getting punished for those kind of mistakes. So we worked on that kind of situations in the game. We were too open before their first goal, and also too open before their second goal, and then they use it. That they grab that opportunity, and so I wouldn't say that it happened in recent weeks. To be fair, we started with 10 goals conceded, and then we had a 3 games of stabilization, and we are trying to get it back now, and we're going to do everything. We work on that also, and I'm hope that in the next games we're going to go back to that kind of the stability that we have that we had before Spurs game.
You spoke many times last season about the problems you had, whether it be injuries or stepping into the new stadium, first season there. You did finish 11th though, it was quite good towards the end, but why have some of the problems from last season stretched over into this, do you feel?
Look, I didn't speak about the problems. To be fair, I tried to avoid that speaking, because that is not helping you during the season. We didn't start. Okay, we finished the season good last year, and then we didn't start. Again, we can talk about the injuries. We can talk about for the key players, but that doesn't help. And I'm first to say that we have a good team when most of us are available, and that we shouldn't be, although it's early, that we shouldn't be in this position. Okay, the start was 3 away games, and that if you lose them, because on paper you go, no matter you have away games, but you are hoping, not only hoping, you are expecting that you get something out of them. When you don't, that affects your confidence. Then if you put that together with few injuries to the main players, we can talk about excuses, but that doesn't help. We have now, at the end of the day, we can talk about the fixture, but now, okay, we lost against Spurs, but we got 4 points in the previous couple of games, and now we have starting on Saturday, very good run of games, and we have enough quality, and we have to show it now, and to get us in the position that we will be more, or we would be more happy with.
But we are coming into October, the bottom 3.
Yeah.
You still feel you have the support of the people above you at the club and the players?
Yeah, but you asked me that last time, or maybe, you asked me definitely, because it's going on for a year now, so probably you were there in last year at least once. So that's not the question for me, that's the question for the people who are above me, and it's their decision. All that I'm saying is that I'm doing my best, and I have the will, I have the strength, I have the quality, and I've done it before, and all that I'm concentrating on is the game on Saturday. What can I say more about it without repeating it for 10, 20, 30 times,
You talked about the fixtures there. You said that it's been tough up to now, but you say from now on it's quite a better run of fixtures. Will that go some way to defining your future at the club? You think you have to get points in this period?
Yeah, but I don't look at it that way. The fixtures so far were not bad. You know what I mean? We didn't play like against top 6 sides in 6 games. We play against 2. The start was away, 3 games away, and all that. So we can talk about that. But all I'm saying now is that we have some players back. We got the stability, and we have good run of games. Comparing with some of them, we play home. But to be fair, it's a wrong approach. If you think about the run of 4 or 5 games, for me, the only way that you should approach the Premier League is by only thinking about your next game. Of course, we know who are we playing after and all that, but your whole concentration and whole focus should be, and it is only on your next game, and that is Swansea home.
Talking of Swansea, they're quite good away from home. They've been to Crystal Palace and won. They've got a draw at Wembley against Tottenham. How important is it though that when they come to your stadium that you try and beat the teams who are probably at the end of the season going to finish bottom half? Particularly
it is important, we are in a quite similar position to Swansea. But you are right about them. It is that they play 3 games away, 3 games home. They lost all 3 of them. away they didn't concede a goal. They got a point at Southampton and a point at Wembley against Spurs, and they beat Palace. So without conceding, and they are, because of that, home and away, they are changing the systems even during the games. Again, good team that has a good pattern when they play away, and it's very successful one. Home, because they are not as successful. They are still trying to find the winning formula or whatever. But we beat them twice last season. It doesn't mean a lot, but then again it means. And as I said, we analyze them and everything, but it's to be fair, we play home and it's up to us. And we have now most of the players back into the game, and we look good, and we are in the driving seat. We should be from the start of the game with the greatest respect to everyone. We're gonna try to win the game and to start another good run of games.
Your chairman said recently that you decided not to sign Renato Sanchez. What was your thinking behind that decision?
That's not true. I said that. After when it happened, after the last day of the transfer window, I explained the situation, and I don't want to go back on that now.
Just one more on Hernandez and Carroll. Do you see much potential in that partnership?
I see a lot of potential in that partnership. The key for us, the key is it's happening in one hand we want to get the stability, and when we want to get the stability, if we are talking about conceding goals, then we have more stable system with more players at the back. But then at the end of the day, if you want to get your players who are offensively good on a pitch, it's not easy to find a system that you have it both. But that is the key. That is what we are looking for. And but if you ask me, do I believe in that pair? Of course, it's not only them. We have another good strikers like Andrayu, of course, or Diafra Sakho. But do I see the potential in that? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Cheers.
It seems every week a manager who loses is then under pressure the following week. So this is a big game Saturday.
Yeah, go on. No, yeah, it's true. I just answered that for I don't know how many times. It's like we are playing like a cup final every week. It's not like a league game. But at least we got used to that, or I got used to that, and at least we are reacting. So far, we were reacting in those kind of circumstances all the time really good. So hopefully we're going to do the same on Saturday.
Do you get hurt by the fact people are judging you before you have?
Do I do what?
Do you get hurt?
I'm not hurt. Not physically hurt. Not mentally hurt. Of course, you are not enjoying it. But I'm coping with it, let's say, like that, and I got used to that. Yeah. So I'm doing my job. I can see that it's happening to some new faces, to some new managers that we can talk about nowadays that. Sometimes I laugh at it. Sometimes it gets you, it gets you to the bad mood. Of course it does. It affects you. You're human. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's easier when you see that it happens to some other managers. Sometimes it makes you more pissed off when it happens to your colleagues. You know what I mean? But you can be prepared for that. But for like the other bad things in your life, you know what I mean? You can't be that resistant. And to have that formula, you know what I mean? You don't take a pill in the morning, before a game or before a press conference. Some people do, I don't, but so you have your ups and downs. The key is to have more ups. It's impossible to have more ups than downs. The key is to have more ups, and then you're happy.
You said before you beat Swansea twice last year, but it counts for nothing. But actually, should give you a bit of confidence and should make you think this is going to be a week that's an up.
Look, the thing that we beat them twice, it means okay, but it's. On the other hand, it doesn't mean a thing, before Saturday game. What means more than that to me is that we look very motivated in the trainings, and we look good, and we have the players back, and every time we were like with our backs, is it me or the team? Doesn't matter, but we are in it or in this together. We have always done it, and this is the reason why I'm optimistic. Both reasons. But as I said, really now we have although I'm thinking only about Swansea, now we have that opportunity and possibility to get out of this turbulent zone.
And last one for me, I was at the Huddersfield game, and I thought that the stadium looked different this year. There's flags around the stadium, fans have been moved. It actually looks more like home than it ever did last year, which has to be a plus for the players.
Yeah, I said it. I felt it towards the end of the last season that it was totally opposite the beginning of the season. Totally opposite. Okay, we lost some games towards the end of the season, but it was our home. It was different. So again, it started well. That's why we have to get it back. We got it back a little bit with those 3 games, and now hopefully this Spurs game was only in between successful serial or run. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A year ago, we were having a similar conversation. I think when you played Middlesbrough, you got 1 win in 6, but you then took 9 from your next 3 in a similar run of matches against a similar set of teams. Have you looked back on that and sort of drawn on how you turned it around 12 months ago?
Yeah, you said, it started then, after those games against Watford, against West Brom, and Southampton at home. Now we're in the same position. Look, I'm not the one who's going to say it's too early, there's only been 6 games or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But you need a little bit, you need a run of 2 or 3 games, that we hope that we started against Huddersfield, and you really need 2 or 3 good results to get it all back. And as you said, we done it last season, although last season again we had a dip of 5 defeats in April or March, but now we are in a position that we can do it again, and that's what we are planning to do. Of course it's going to be hard. Of course we are playing against good teams. Of course we are playing against some teams that have more points than us, because we are down there. But are they beatable? Yes, they are. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Did we do it last season? Yes, we did. So we're going to try to do it again.
And then just the last one from me on Paul Clement. Do you think he's made them a tougher Swansea side since the last time you played them back at the beginning of April?
Well, he made an impact as soon as he came there, and our game was not the first one. He was already there for a couple of months at least, so this season, as I said, they showed 2 faces, home they lost 3 games. Okay, one of them was against Man United, but 2 were against Newcastle and against Watford. So very disappointing, to be fair. On the contrary, away from home, they got 5 points and they still didn't concede a goal. They changed the system a bit, so they look much more solid, yeah. Although even that game, that would be the 1-0, that was a crucial game for them and for us. I didn't see them too open, you know. They were also solid game, and they were solid at the back, and we also needed that strike from Kouyaté from 25 yards to score a goal. But he done a good job there, of course he did.
Sorry, you talked about those 10 minutes after conceding the first goal on Saturday that really cost your side. How do you avoid sort of similar lapses in concentration and confidence going forward?
You have to keep your concentration, you know. We were looking so good up until that moment. They didn't create. On the contrary, we were in few very dangerous situations that they recovered well. But okay, you can talk. In one hand, it's only half an hour, but then half an hour, it's a good pattern for one game. It's 1/3 of the game, so we really look good. The goal happened from the mistake, I said, although it was they grabbed it with a great move from Eriksen, Dele Alli and Kane. Okay, but we gave them that opportunity that we didn't give them not even once in the first half an hour. But okay, it can happen. It can happen. And that's the only thing that I told the guys after the game that I'm not happy about, or that it shouldn't be that way. It's that we were, for 10 minutes we were like in shock. On the other hand, we are a very experienced team that should keep that concentration no matter what happens on a pitch.
Just going into the international break, how important is it to get a positive result ahead of that?
It's very important to get a win. Those 3 points would probably lift us few places on the table. That will give us confidence and stability and good motivation. First of all, to work in these couple of weeks, and then to approach the next game against Burnley. So it is, I would call it crucial. Cheers.
Okay, cameras up.